Hello and welcome to this edition of Fine Dining. I'm your host, Lisa Jill. Well, I'm now at a restaurant which was established in 1938, which means it has been existing in the best location of the city for nearly 80 years. And at the meanwhile, it has always been one of the most famous restaurants in town. And just being that famous, a lot of its customers would assume or think that it presents or features local Shanghai cuisine, but in fact, no. It presents Sichuan cuisine, or to be more precisely, the delicate Shanghai-style Sichuan cuisine. You seem to be very surprised. So am I. So, we'll find out. Located at 1081 West Nanjing Road in Line 22, the梅龙镇Restaurant takes its name from the classic Peking opera The Prince and the Showgirl. It was originally famous for its Huiyang Cuisine, but as Sichuan dishes grew in popularity across Shanghai, they began combining the two flavors to create their signature Chuanyang cuisine. Coming into the restaurant, you'll notice a combination of traditional Chinese and modern Western design. Connecting corridors and a beautiful ceiling all provide a great atmosphere to enjoy your meal. We're ordering some very nostalgic and traditional dishes from the restaurant. We're ordering 4 dishes today, but 3 of them are no longer appear on the menu. Celery and spiced quail meat, oil-fried shredded eel back, meal-stuffed dried fried carp, Melong chicken, and red bean sesame pancake are all on the menu.
制作这样一个菜呢，要35个鹌鹑。
Precision slicing and dicing is an essential skill when it comes to first classic Sichuan cuisine. The quail chest meat is pretty tender, so chopsticks work best when frying it. Then you can fry the sliced green onion, ginger, and minced peppers all together. Once everything is fried, you're pretty much done. The fish flavor of this dish comes with several layers of taste. It's a little spicy with a kind of numbing effect, combining with sweet and sour. It's an excellent and rare dish, unique to the restaurant. So here comes the oil-fried shredded eel, another very typical Sichuan cooking technique. The oil looks very red color, but it's not that spicy at all. We believe that eel is a cool thing or a cold thing, so it can balance your body in the hot heat in the summertime. Just loved it. It just creates a different taste. Not like the Shanghainese sweet and the salty taste. It is also very acceptable when they are fusioning the entire dish into the Sichuan way of cooking. It gives you this aromatic, spicy, and this crunchiness. Very different. The fusion of cuisine has always been a big draw at the restaurant. But Melong also boasts superb chefs with excellent technique. It's all helped keep the restaurant popular for nearly 80 years. For the fish, how we prepare it, it's another very technical Sichuan cooking technique. You fry the fish first and then you add the sauce on the top of the fish so that the fish will suck all the sauce into the meat. We stuff raw meat into the fish body while you have to fully cook the meat in the fish, but you're not allowed to overcook the fish outside, so it's very challenging for the chef. They use minced meat, and not only soak the sauce flavor, it also get a little bit of the fish tastiness. Very nice. The Sichuan-style dry frying uses pickled peppers, diced bamboo shoots, and rice wine. But in Shanghai, they tweak the recipe a little, instead putting green onions, ginger, garlic, and most importantly, fermented glutinous rice to increase the sweetness. This dish was based on a very famous Sichuan dish called concubine chicken because it was developed or produced after a very famous story of the Peking opera, The Drunken Concubine. It adds wine to create this aroma into the entire dish. As we all know that sea cucumber is very hard to be seasoned. At the first bite, you can taste the very typical wine flavor in it. For most of the dish, because of the high temperature, of the high heat, that the alcohol and the yellow wine, that will vanish very quickly. But in this one, because probably they use wine, so the flavor still stays in the sauce. I really wonder if the chicken meat will be very tender. We all know that it's very challenging while you want to keep the meat very tender and at the same time to get it well seasoned. So for this one, I think it achieves a very good balance. I always say that it's really nice to end up a meal with something sweet. So I'll have my red bean sesame pancake. Today we really approved or we really tasted and figured out how authentic Sichuan food that the梅龙镇is bringing us. And the restaurant is also highly welcoming all those foodies with nostalgic preferences who come through reservation to enjoy those classic dishes. And I really need to show my respect to the authenticity of the Sichuan cuisine.
The fine dining menu in this episode was recommended by food critic 老波头。
老婆的，今天吃的哪呢？
太好了，太好，买非常好。这个菜应该是50年代的菜吧。
抗日战争胜利以后呢，梅龙镇上海的名流帮影视界交关明星呢，辣辣梅龙镇呢，等于是搞了一只胜利。搿辰光呢，阿拉沈大师呢，做思想沈大师呢，伊就弄了那样只弄里头。
感觉梅龙镇还是这些传统的菜最好吃。
那实际上是川菜样的，只要以川菜为主。
因为我觉得这种融合是有基础的。就现在外面那些fusion菜，我真的不敢领教。
阿拉总归包着去。
我已经在梅龙镇吃了30年，我愿意再吃30年。